Hi guys, Chef Kevin Belton here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, this month is garlic month. Can you believe that? And that's something that I love is garlic. So today we're gonna have a garlic festival. We're gonna make a wonderful garlic soup. Then I'm gonna show you how to do a one skillet dish that'll be like a creamy garlic chicken. But to get things started, in my pot, I have a little olive oil and a little butter. And into that, I'm gonna get in some sliced onion and a little bit of rosemary. I'm sorry, not rosemary, I said rosemary, it's thyme. I got so excited because we're dealing with garlic. With the thyme, I kept it on the stem because what happens as this cooks, I'll easily be able to just take the stems out. The thyme will come right off of it and it'll be fine. So I'm gonna let this saute, but let me show you something I have here. This is all about the garlic. Now, if you notice the garlic here, I've roasted it off. I had it in a pan in the oven, and I roasted it for about 30 minutes. This is whole garlic cloves that basically all I did with this was just smash them with the heel of the knife, and that's all that here. And of course, some mashed garlic I have right here, okay? Now, for our soup, this is gonna be a soup that's gonna have a lot of different flavors to it, but the main flavor is gonna be garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and get in our roasted garlic, because that roasted garlic will have one flavor. We're also going to put in the garlic that we just smashed. All right. Now this is going to start to saute, to open up. The aroma is going to get wonderful. Now to this, we're going to do a little bit of Creole seasoning. We're going to do a little grind of fresh black pepper. And I'm going to hold off with just a little pinch of salt, just a tiny pinch of salt. Now the other thing we're going to put in here right quick are some potatoes. Now, one of the things I did with the potatoes, you notice I cut the potatoes in big wedges, because I want them to cook and I want to be able to take them out. So I'm going to get the potatoes in and I'll pour in our chicken stock. Now you could do this with a vegetable stock if you want. I'm going to go ahead and use a chicken stock, and I want to make sure I have enough stock to get everything covered. Okay, this, I'm going to get it up to a boil. And I'm just gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes. I want those potatoes to cook. So by the time those potatoes cook, I'll take those out, and then we're gonna puree this and process this. Now, to go with our soup, I'm gonna make some Parmesan Crisp. And all I've taken is grated Parmesan cheese, put it on a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna do a little bit of dried basil right on the top. Now, as these are called like cheese crisp. Basically, I'm just gonna put them in the oven, 400 degrees. They're gonna go in the oven roughly anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, okay? I'll get these in the oven to crisp up. Our soup will get cooking, and when we come back, I'll get to work on our chicken dish so you can see that. I can't wait for you to see all this, how it comes together. We'll see in a minute. Hi guys, welcome back. Now, our soup is cooking, and I've started the chicken. Basically, I'm using boneless thighs. I season it with a little bit of my Creole seasoning. I had a little olive oil in the skillet. Now, here's the option you have. We can totally cook the chicken in the skillet like this, then take it out and continue to build. But I'm gonna put this in the oven. So because I'm gonna put it in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead, take the chicken out. Now the chicken isn't totally cooked. That's why I'm going to go ahead and finish it in the oven. But like I said, if you want, you can let the chicken cook totally in the pan. So now into this skillet, I'm going to throw in some mushrooms. I love mushrooms. So we're going to get, these are just baby portobellos. Okay, there's our soup boiling away. Now let me show you what else is going in here with the chicken. Now what I have here is evaporated milk. If you don't have evaporated milk, you can use equal amounts cream and regular milk. If you just have regular milk, put it in a pot, bring it to a simmer and reduce it almost to half, and that'll be a substitute for evaporated milk. But here I have some dried basil I'm going to add. I'm going to add in some garlic, some of our minced garlic, and I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of flour. Now, what this is going to do, this is going to help thicken our liquid for our chicken, okay? This little bit of flour. So, you know, so often in Louisiana cooking, we tend to make a roux. This is just doing it just a little bit different. So just take your time, get that stirred together. All right. Now, let's get our mushrooms. Just a quick little stir. And you see, this doesn't have to cook that long because they're going in the oven. So these little goodies that stuck on the bottom of the pan, our liquid now will get this up. So let's get the milk in with our flour in it. Make sure you get all those herbs. You don't want to leave any in there. And now it's just a matter of stirring this to where it smooths itself out. It looks a little lumpy now, but what's going to happen once this comes back up to temperature and heats up, it's going to be fine, okay? So I'm just going to let this sit here. Notice I'm working with the flat part. See, that liquid gets up anything that might have stuck on the bottom. All those little pieces are now coming up. So I'm going to go ahead, get this up to a boil so our flour can smooth out. I'm going to put our chicken back here, and then I'll stick it in the oven, and 10 minutes before serving, I'm going to throw in some green beans right in here to cook with it, all right? So when we come back, well, it's time to puree our soup to get it going, and we're almost there, gang. We're almost to the home stretch, so we'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. Come take a look at our soup. Look how good this looks. Now, you know, lucky I checked. Here's one more sprig of thyme that I found. I thought I got it all out. You can see how the thyme is floating in there, okay? I took out the potatoes and I just cut them up right quick. So now let's go ahead and puree our soup. Now, this is an immersion blender. If you do this in a regular blender, just be careful and make sure in a regular blender, you do a little at a time. Take a towel, hold it over the lid so it doesn't pop off. You have to do it very safe, okay? Be very safe with it. This, by blending it, allows that garlic to puree and to mash up. Remember, we had that roasted garlic that gave a nice roasted flavor. So you can take a look in here now. Look how good that looks. Let me move this out of the way. Now, I have a little bit of cream. This is about 1/2 cup of heavy cream that I want to get in. Yes. We'll get our potatoes back in. Now, if you would like, we could have pureed the potatoes in there as well, because the potatoes would have given it some body and thickened it, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and let this simmer for these flavors to blend together. I'll go ahead and taste our flavor, see where we are, see if we need to make any adjustments. And our chicken should be ready in just a minute. Everything's ready to serve. Now, for our soup, I'm gonna put a little Parmesan cheese in the bottom of our cup. Let's ladle some of our soup right in. I tell you what, gang, this looks so good. Now, a little bit more Parmesan right on top. A little bit of green onion and parsley we can put right on top. So here we have our soup. Let's get our chicken out of the oven. The other thing I like to serve with our soup, look at our cheese crisp. Lemon. I love fresh lemon. And a little lemon wedge to squeeze over that. So let's get our chicken Oh, this looks so, so good. Now remember, when something comes out of the oven, I like to take and put the mitt over it so anyone coming behind me will know that this is hot, okay? Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? So let me get a plate. Let's put our chicken over it. Now, I'm serving this over rice. We could easily serve this over pasta, but how is this for everything just made in one skillet? One more green bean, come on. Get a couple of those mushrooms right on the top. And here, we can also finish a little bit of green onion and parsley just right over the top. So I tell you, gang, for a wonderful garlic experience, how about a garlic soup with a creamy garlic chicken with green beans? Oh, it's so good. I tell you what, try this. You're really gonna like it. Keep washing those hands, keep being safe. All right, thank you for cooking with me today. For WWL TV, I'm Chef Kevin Belton, and we'll see you soon.